episode, we revealed the peony of the month is Singing in the Rain, and we talked about the feeling of running out in the rain, be spontaneous, carefree, and that's because when I saw the name of the peony of the month in November, it's called Singing in the Rain. That name alone, not look at beautiful peony, already made me happy. So we want to share that with everybody. So, but the peony itself is a very pretty intersectional peony, isn't it?
It is. Singing in the Rain is an intersectional peony, which we've talked about before, is a hybrid between a tree peony and a herbaceous peony. But this one, and I think you mentioned it in the last episode, is it's interesting in that it's one of the more coral types. The corals, which are becoming increasingly popular the last few years, because of the fact that they change colour, and Singing in the Rain is no different to that. It starts off a really sort of beautiful salmony pink, and then fades out through to sort of a peachy colour, and then going through to a slightly off yellowy peach, and then more to almost a silvery white, I suppose, by the time it finishes. So you get a nice range of colours on one plant, but they're all harmonizing with each other, so they're quite a stunning sight to see.
Yes, I saw a picture of Singing in the Rain on Binny Plants website, and in the foreground you see the coral pink Singing in the Rain, and behind it you see a sort of lemony yellow Singing in the Rain as well. And I can imagine if I have Singing in the Rain in my garden, among the green leaves, it's dotted with corals, pale pink, lemony yellow, and even pearl white, a range of them. That would be fantastic.
And it's something we always get asked when we're at Chelsea with the normal herbaceous corals. You mention the word coral to a lot of people and they're sort of like, nah, but when they actually see it in real life and they realise that the name doesn't really do it justice. A coral peony has that range of colours, and people just cannot believe that you get that full range of colours all within one plant, and it can be doing it all at the same time. So the whole plant, as you said, can have 4 or 5 different hues of colour in it.
Yes, that's fascinating. So a question on the changing colours. Does that happen on other colours of peonies, or it's mainly the coral pink peonies?
A lot of peonies will slightly fade as they go over, but it's a lot more noticeable with the corals, but they do it in a more elegant way. I mean, a lot of peonies, particularly likes the deep reds and things, will maybe fade to a slightly lighter pink or that sort of hue, but a coral does it in a very elegant way where it still looks like an amazing color as it goes through its changes.
Definitely. And does the coral peonies changing color only for those intersectional type, or also happens in other type of peonies?
No, basically all corals do have that same sort of habit, where you get the hues changing right through. And it can be a thing in the nursery where a customer will come in and go, well, I've seen a photograph of this particular coral peony, but your peony looks like that color. And it's like, yes, because if you were here 3 days ago, it would have been that color. So
yeah, that's fantastic. It's kind of the magic in the peony family, the coral one. So why does this peony have a name called Singing in the Rain?
And I believe, and I would imagine that you're correct on this because it makes sense, is that it's because it is, as we've previously discussed with intersectional peonies, that because they've got that tree peony heritage in them, the stems are very, very strong and upright. So you don't need to stake intersectional peonies, not just Singing in the Rain, but all intersectional peonies, because they've got that tree peony heritage. And hence the name. They're standing up, they're singing, they're in full voice, so to speak, with their flowers in the rain, and they're holding their heads up. So we're assuming that's where it's coming from. So
we do get a lot of feedback from people at Chelsea saying, "Oh, peonies are beautiful, but they only flower for a week, and if rain comes, it's gone. It's a shame they're gone." But the reputation for Singing in the Rain, they're quite strong. They stay quite long, and when other petals falls, the Singing in the Rain are still singing in the rain.
And it's probably for people who are still getting their whole thoughts and head around an intersectional peony and what makes it different. It's probably a good way to remember it, that, you know, remember the name Singing in the Rain because it holds itself up even in the rain. So that's a fairly easy way to remember. Okay, Singing in the Rain, it's an intersectional peony, and the reason it is an intersectional peony is because it holds itself upright even in rain.
Yes, that's a really good point. So now we are in November. I can't believe this is the 11th peony of the month, and I still remember we started in January. We all got together and we carried on doing this. So if I'm correct, November is a very good time to plant peonies for next year.
Very much so. I mean, all the new season roots are coming in now and being shipped out now. So it's the best time to get them in the ground. I mean, you can still be planting them up until Christmas, New Year, and even into February, and they'll be fine. But two things: getting them in the soil now, it just gives them that much longer to settle in, and it gives them the ability to get hit by the cold, which we keep saying peonies love to be hit by the cold. And the other thing is, remember that there is Christmas Day coming up, and there is plenty of people who would love a peony for Christmas.
Ah, yes. So so it's the best time to plant and to order, and it's still we can order peonies from Binny Plants.
Most definitely, most definitely. They're flat out at the moment, packing and shipping and sorting peonies as we speak. I've just put 2 into a client's garden today, 2 intersectional peonies, actually, both of them. So it is the ideal time to do it.
Fantastic. Don't miss this chance.
No, definitely don't. Go for it. Go for it.
Great. Well, thank you very much. And let's go out and sing in the rain.